y'all. Happy Wednesday. Okay, so I am not the kind of person who counts. Hold on. Ooh, child, hold on. I'm not the kind of person who counts down. Really, you know, my granddad always figured, don't rush your days. Don't rush your days. I don't keep up with, 5 days until this, because it's just like, look, you never know what's going to happen in between. And this school is winding down. I've got, as usual, a bunch of tasks to finish before I walk out. Kids get out Friday. I think we got a couple more days. I don't even know. That's how much I don't know. But you know, I don't know how to make this thing right in terms of how to finish out the year. The district gives me, or librarians, 10 days from the school ending for us to work on our library inventory. I never, in the past few years, I've never had the chance to do it, because first of all, they're always holding something in the library, some eating, because you got teacher appreciation and you got all that foolishness that's in there. So now I can't move around, or people got my shelves blocked by clutter and junk, and they're trying to clean up their rooms, and now they're bringing junk down to the library that doesn't belong in there, or they're stealing your trash barrels so they can clear their rooms and they can go home on time. It never ceases to amaze me how selfish and inconsiderate other teachers and co-workers can be. Case in point. Okay, hey Pearl, people in real life. Other day, here's a clear example. I'm in my room, was it Monday, trying to figure out how in the HE double hockey sticks I'm going to finish the inventory by Friday. The library book inventory by Friday. That's due per the state mandate, per the library services of the district, okay? But I got to try to figure out how I'm going to get this done. So I'm walking in the hallway to go check my mailbox for something, and here comes somebody trying to tell me they need me to cover their classes at 1:30. I'm like, listen, I don't have time for that. And I walked away because I don't have time to entertain foolishness. First of all, I'm not going to get paid for covering your classes. You just looking. I don't lean on nobody for no help, and I don't appreciate people coming and trying to use me, baby. You can't use me. And then got the nerve to get mad at me because I walked away from the foolishness. It's almost like you're saying, this is a generic blanket statement for people who might ask something of you that you can't say no. I don't think it would have mattered if I said no with sugar on it, if I put honey and give a whole cake. I don't think it would have mattered. People want what they want. Every time I see this person, they're always wanting something from me. Oh, will you help? Who can help me? You know what I'm saying? When I get my paycheck, ain't nobody's days on there and hours but mine. If I ain't subbing and covering a class, don't ask me for no help. I'm over it, child. 25 years in this game, in this city, I'm over it. I'm over lazy people. Wanting help, need help. Go take a class. Go learn. I'm not going to spoon feed people who want to take what I have learned in 55 years and just give it to them. That's not going to happen unless I want to. When I come on YouTube, I share what I feel like I want to share. I don't give away everything on YouTube. I mean, you know, I don't. Now, there are people who I admire who do some awesome things on YouTube, but at this point in my life, that's not who I am at this point. And that's not to say that I won't do insert whatever it is. But for right here, right now, I don't have the type of time to create the type of content on YouTube that I want. And if I'm not going to do it 100%, I don't do it at all. And that's with anything in my life. So, child, looks like it's going to pour down buckets today, and I hope it does. Now, as an educator, at this time of year, we have all kinds of kids. We got, you know, all types. And so sometimes you want to tell a kid to stay at home, but you cannot tell a student to stay at home because it's the end of the year. Because first of all, attendance. What are you going to mark that kid? If the kid is absent, that's going to count against their daily attendance. And so parents can get in trouble for truancy, allowing their kids to miss so many days out of school. whether you're on the parent side or the teacher side. I know you know what I'm saying. Now, parents gonna keep the kids coming to school every day because they want to have their kid in school every day. If you so should happen to have a bad kid, you gonna send that joker to school every day, to daddy daycare, to mama daycare, at the schoolhouse, so that somebody can look after him. See, this crazy man always stepping his highlighter out here in the street thinking ain't nobody gonna hit him. I done seen him almost get hit several days because he stepped out across the yellow line, and I almost get hit by a car. And they don't pay me enough money for that. It's bad enough I got afternoon duty outside. Anyway, but yeah, bad kids, the parents of bad kids, they gonna send them kids to school every day. Because first of all, that's what they're supposed to be. If they go out there and you tell the kids to stay at home, and they leave home and then they end up cutting school because you done told them as a teacher, don't come to school. Mama not gonna let you stay at home, but the teacher done told you don't come to school. So what you gonna do? Cut school? Go out there before the summer even starts and get in trouble? I have seen it many times. Or then they'll try to been skipping school all day, then to try to slide back up on the campus like they've been there all day. There's been many cases in many different school districts where a student has skipped school, cut school, or whatever, and something happened, whether they did a crime or something else happened, then they want to go pull the attendance record. So now it's going to matter whether the teacher covered themselves by marking appropriately the kids' attendance. That is why I try to do what I'm supposed to do. Don't have me in a situation that I'm not supposed to be in. I'm not going to be in a liability situation that I shouldn't be in. I document, and you should too, everything that you do in your day. I mean, you know, whether you have end of the day notes or a debrief or whatever it is, something that happened that day, whether you put it on a piece of paper or whether you have it, like I have it also in my phone, in the calendar. If you got an iPhone, Android, whatever you have, somebody got a note-taking app or a daily calendar or something. Write your notes so that when something in question happens, you can document, no, it was blah, 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 and insert this, whatever. Take pictures. Pictures are dated on these phones. Phones are synced with the world clock, okay? So unless you set your clock manually and change it, the timestamp on the pictures that you have all this information, zeros and ones, data that identifies. A lot of times there's location, a lot of times it is the exact time, blah, 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 blah. Mess up if you want to. Or somebody try to jam you up if they want to. Cover yourself. Cover yourself, okay? Also, it never fails, you guys, whether it is a teacher or a student. Sometimes throughout your life, you will have someone that passes away. And we recently had that to happen. It was one of my students, 8th grader, that was actually at the 8th grade prom, at the 8th grade promotional ceremony. Passed away last Sunday. From the best I can understand, it was a car accident, and I can't give you all the details about what happened, but I think there were 3 people in the car. 2 of the 3 people perished. At the last I heard, there was one person in critical condition. Something happened to the driver, I'll say that. And then, so you just don't know. You don't know. We all have our steps that have been ordered. Our days have been numbered. And all we can do is, the best we can, y'all, is to enjoy life and do the best we can. Now, I come on here cutting up because I have to. I have to get it out, child. Because people will try to run you. Now, people will try to run you. You got to have balance. How about that? We have to have a good balance in life. Then this little guy back here, child, he's just been drifting all over the line. All over. Let me get from around life, and it is what it is. Do the best you can with what you got, with the time that you have. Do the best you can. Try to treat people right, but don't let people run over you. Because they will try it. They will take your kindness for granted, not for weakness, child. Because ain't nobody kind and weak, but you will take it for granted that baby, she won't come up out of the bag on you. Or like the other day, child, I had somebody. I had to just not say walk away, but walk away because this human tried to raise their voice up at me, child. I had to just walk off because I know it was ignorance, because we was gonna go back and forth with the ignorance. So I left it hanging right there. But if it happens again, that's your last strike. I'm gonna take you to the board and get you fired. I ain't got time for that. It's certain levels of professionalism, and as of late, child, people just blur the lines of professionalism. Blur it. But I'm gonna try to get up here today. I'm gonna have to bootleg this inventory, get it done. Because guess what? When people get through, when they get through, ready to grease their feet, lotion their feet down, and be ready for the summer with their shorts on next week, I'm going home too. And I'm already sent my principal a note about the blurred line between my personal and professional. All of this work that I do, there's no money involved in all the extra jobs. There's nothing. Then people still want you to do their jobs. Child, pushback time. It's pushback time. But anyway, I'm trying to push my tail on through here, and if I could just get across. Well, you know what? They had the railroad track blocked the other day. That's why I was almost late for work, child. You saw it. But anyway, y'all, just trying to push through. Hope you're having a good day. Don't let nobody dictate how you gather and run through your day. Don't let nobody control you. Try. People will try to just push back, child. You gotta, you can be kind to people. You could be nice, but when they want to try you, they're gonna try you. At some point, I want you to push back. Push back, baby. Push back. And as I pull up, I see like some people here. I can't call the name, but they give student examinations and physicals and things like that. Guess where they set them up at? In the library. Can't get my work done. Nothing. Everything it's been dental office, physicals, eye exams, everything else in between. But child, it is what it is. I'm done over it. Bye. Okay, I know y'all jacked up. I know. It is what it is. It's just the way my day been. But anyway, I'll try to fix y'all in a minute. Oh, child. Okay, so we headed to the house. You can maybe kind of see what the weather is looking like. Gloomy, rainy. I noticed a lot of the people are, like some of the other school districts around us, look like they're out because I took a shortcut. And normally it's like kids out there. Well, ain't no kids. Rich people probably. But no people out there. So I'm wondering if they're done. I'm going to have to Google Snoogle to find out. Child, let me tell you. People will find a way to do and have their way. Whether it is a school computer. Hey, Pearl. Or trying to get some out of me early, trying to get the child. At this time of year, I tell you, I could probably end up needing y'all to get me up out the jailhouse. Cause the way these teachers be acting, hey y'all be cutting up. I mean, trying to finagle and finesse and lie about everything. We make more than enough money to buy our own computers, okay? Not that you have to buy your own device, but I'm just saying, when people want to keep a computer across the summer, okay? Because they're going to be, I don't know, or they just don't want to turn it in. Some folks might be working summer school, and I want to keep my device, okay? But then you tell them to fill out the financial obligation form. I don't want to fill. What you want? They want no responsibility for it. Some of them, that thing, it's valued at that much. Well, when you look at the inventory that I keep up with, the district has a number in there with that device, the value of it. I don't care if it's $1 or $1,000 or $2,000. It's not mine. If I want to be particular about a computer, guess what? I bring my own, which is in my bag. I don't give a flying fig about a district computer. I rarely take my computer home because I don't want to be bothered with it. First of all, because to me that's work. But you'll have people cutting a fool over a district issued device. I never understood. I ain't never seen nothing like it. Okay, here's what normally happens. There used to be a couple issues. If they turned it in, if they're the kind of person who's going to turn it in, they want to turn it in early before I'm finished with my work so that I can start focusing on collecting. But no, these kind of people, they want to throw it at you right now. Or when it's time to come back to school, those who turned theirs in, I need my computer. I need it. I'm not issuing today. We're still in professional development today. I don't have time to go dig through all the computers and find your computer. Meanwhile, I'm still trying to scan books, okay? Still trying to get my paid job done. But they done all they gonna do. But they ready to go ahead and sign out because if they work in summer school or just don't want to turn it in for whatever purpose, they want to keep it. Because they want to ensure that they get a computer next year. Child. Then when you tell them, sign off on the financial obligation form. I don't have the number. I don't know the number. Well, guess what? Your ass is going to have to wait. I mean, you know, always finding a way to get by. Those are the kind of people you can't trust. I'm just going to tell you. Those are the kind of people you can't trust. If you act a fool over a district-issued device that you should not be doing nothing personal on. But you're doing all your, whatever you do, I don't know, whatever it is, they think it is theirs. They find an attachment to the device. This is mine. This is my computer. This is my computer. Go out there and get on the wrong website on it if you want to. Open up the wrong kind of email on it if you want to. Child, people wonder how they get caught doing dumb stuff. First of all, be on a district device or a district network or, you know, some other kind of entity that ain't yours. Even if it's yours, you can get caught. But the quickest way to get caught doing dumb things is on a district-issued device or network. I used to spend a good bit of my time telling coworkers, don't use your, back in the day, we could, before it got to be high tech, you could log on to the district network with your phone and not use your data, which I always told them, don't do that. This is the district thing. Once they log on to your phone, they've got your footprint, blah, 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 blah. They didn't care. They still want to log on. Well, you go right ahead, dum-dum. Fast forward, you have to log on with your personal username and password that's issued what they call like an active directory issued by the district. Now, I want, oh really? Now you concerned. Child, the people. I am never surprised by the level of shenanigans of things that people go through trying to get over and get by and want to keep a computer over the summer. Oh, I'm working in summer school, knowing full well they are not coming back to that location. So they go ahead and work the summer, but then they know they're going somewhere else. You got to call the police and hold a check from the district before they bring it back. And then when they bring it back, it takes so long because if you're a librarian, you keep your device. When they hire the new librarian, she's not going to have a device because to me, it's always a one-to-one, okay? If you teach English, math, science, social studies, and you leave, that belongs to the new person, okay? But if you go out there and you leave the district or the transfer, there's nothing for the new person. And then when you bring it back, finally after weeks or months of telling the admin, blah, 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 so-and-so didn't bring their device back. Here's the signature paper, obligation form that they signed off on, but they transferred over here. Then when they bring it back, they try to slide it through, giving it to me in the parking lot or trying to drop it off. Where's the power cord? It didn't have a cord. You a lie. You wouldn't have kept this thing. It was a big giant paperweight. If you didn't have a power cord, what you been doing? Because for a while, if you didn't have a power cord or something happened, you would have been right up my doorstep, darker than my doorstep, trying to tell me, I need a power cord. Child, let me tell you, the stuff I haven't told y'all never ceases to amaze me. Or here's the other part for me. Let's say you're not transferring. Let's say you are coming back to the same school, but then admin switches you around 6th grade science. But then you get a promotion or a change in department. You are now blah, 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 no longer a classroom teacher. You are, let's say, a coach or something. So now you want to keep your device, but whoever's taking your place is not going to have a device. And they're looking upside my head like, I need a computer. It just puts me in all kinds of trick bags. And then I'm always stretching, add water to it. You know what I'm saying? But there's only so much water you can add to make a computer work, to stretch further. You know what I'm saying? This is not spaghetti sauce. I can't divide a computer in half. And you keep adding more and more staff to the roster, but you're not adding computers to the roster. Last year, whatever, we had some people try, I think some computers was bought out of some type of fund, some type of, I don't know, government funds or whatever. They know exactly who's logging on. They know exactly your title and position, okay? So if you're not, let's say, a classroom teacher teaching students, you are not supposed to have a computer designated for funds purchased that serve students. You know what I'm saying? It sounds tricky, but that's pretty much an easy way to explain it. As a librarian, if I don't have a class or whatever, I might not be eligible to have a computer. But based upon the distribution, somebody might have said, well, give this person a computer. Well, when they log on and they run the login test and find out that this many people got devices that belong to people who teach or whatever, they coming to get it. Baby, last year folks was 38 hot because the people came mid-typing. Give me that computer. Give it to me. I got my files on here. Child, some people didn't care. Those people, that's why I don't get possessive about district equipment or property. When I get my backpack and my fanny pack or whatever I got, or my coat and hat and pocketbook and keys, that's all I need to get to the house. I don't decorate, trying to put up all this, make it look like home, lamps and furniture and decor. Child, I saw a lady one time when I first started working in this school. Child, she had furniture, she had lamps and chairs and decor. I mean, it was really pretty up in there. Mirrors and stuff. Child, when she either quit, got fired, or whatever happened, darn near took a moving truck to come and get her. Being nice just cost me $185. $185 American dollars. Not EBT card, not gift card, but money. Okay, I saved $36.24. Okay, here's what happened. So, co-worker, by the time this goes up, it'll be over. Co-workers I've worked with for the past 20-something years. You know, the one who's always loving my Hummingbird Cupcakes child. So she's leaving. I was debating whether or not to make her some. I figured, okay, I had promised her some for her birthday. Things happened and my mom got sick, and then so of course everything paused. So now she's leaving. She's getting a new job. Why this big ass? Look at it, it's huge. It should be way out there in the street somewhere. But it never fails. Look at this big giant mammoth of a vehicle that squeezes up front. They get the biggest vehicles and try to park as close up front as possible when they need to be out on the street. But anywho, so everything paused, and now she's, like I said, now she's getting a new job, going away. So now there's just gonna be 3 of us original people left, maybe 2. But anywho, then he's a tiny man driving this great big F-250. Look, there he is right there. Why he gotta come over here? Why he gotta come over here? Why he couldn't get in on that side of the car? Why he couldn't get in on that side? Why? Get off my car. Anyway, I'm making her cupcakes, but she ain't getting all of them. She gonna get maybe a 6-pack, maybe, yeah, a 6-pack, and I'm gonna sneak them to her. Everybody else, too bad, because it was gonna be like a treat for the few people who I knew long enough that they eat my cooking, like the cupcakes. But at this point, if she don't give you one of hers, ain't gonna be none. So then, okay, but that ain't $185. No. So of course, walking around the store, pecans for this dish is $13.19 on sale. $13. I always buy extra in case something happens. You know what I'm saying? I thought I had some, but I think the mailman probably put them in his cereal, so I don't want to take a chance. I don't have enough. So about 2 packs. That's $26 off the rip. So I saw some steaks. I'm like, oh gosh, I've been wanting a steak and some mashed potatoes, or a steak and a baked potato. I forgot to get a salad. I'll get that later. But so that was that. So that was like, whatever, $19 for the steaks. No big deal, whatever. So we running it up, right? We running it up, yo. So then yesterday, or the day before, day before, Monday, I'm calling y'all friend, the mailman, to ask him, was he in my area and if he could bring me some lunch. She was like, no, I'm way over, blah, 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 blah. I'm like, okay, fine, no problem. So I think I ate some cookies or something and drank up water, something, nothing. So, or then I ordered some DoorDash that was horrible. Whatever it was nothing satisfying. So, later on, when he gets home, he tells me him and his co-worker out eating, had been eating somewhere at some barbecue joint. Memphis is popular for barbecue. So they was at some barbecue place. I can't think of the name of it. If I think of it, I'll put it up here. It's a lot of popular barbecue places here in Memphis. I think it's Central Barbecue. And anyway, they were downtown eating. So the co-worker saying, oh my God, this banana pudding is so good, blah, 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 blah. Mailman says he's had that banana pudding. So he runs his trap. So later on in the day, I'm trying to hustle and get a little bit of book inventory done. My phone rings at the mailman. I'm like, what's up? Hey, me and blah, blah, blah out, blah, 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 what I just told y'all, out eating, and he's raving over this banana pudding. I told him, you got to taste my wife's banana pudding. What you say, Willis? So now he done got me roped up to make a banana pudding for his co-worker. It ain't cheap. It ain't cheap. Anyway, child, this man done got me on the lamb. So what I'm gonna do, I said, one of my former co-workers is a minister, child. We used to fight every day before he became a preacher, child. We had so much fun. Me, him, my other fraternity brother, who was an AP assistant principal. They all left and went to a different location, but then around holiday time, they always hollering, oh, it's almost time for some banana pudding. I said, the pudding stays home. You left home, you ain't getting no banana pudding. But when my mom got sick, my co-worker and my brother prayed for my mom. And I just feel like all of that and everybody who prayed for my mom and supported me during that time is part of the reason that she's still here. So I had been saying I'm gonna go ahead and try to pop up and do a banana pudding for him, make him share. Okay, so now they really want to share it because the pan is getting smaller. One for him, maybe he can share with my fraternity brother, and then child, I got a new co-worker who heard from somebody that I make good banana pudding. I still don't know who told him, and my co-worker, who the preacher said he didn't tell him, but I don't know. But he heard I made good banana pudding. And so he had been threatening me. I had told myself, well, the way you doing me, I'm going to make a banana pudding for the preacher and let you know that I made it for him, and you can't have no child. He was threatening to flatten all the people's tires, including mine. So I think after the mass singer go off, I'm going to make the banana pudding for tomorrow. And then I'm going to maybe do the cupcakes tomorrow because Friday is the day of the event. So I'll probably be able to do that. And I ain't telling nobody I'm doing anything in case something happens. You know what I'm saying? It'll be a surprise. It'll be a surprise. So, child, my glasses is foggy. I got to get home and catch the finale. Oh, child, of The Masked Singer.